So good. Yeah, I woke up this morning myself and I said, yeah, I was like, oh, I got a little bit there, a little bit in the shoulders, but everybody here knows, JJ, you guys were here with the workout, obviously, no strangers, right? So shoulder care is something that, as bow hunters, we're using our shoulders for everything, right? So having a proper warm-up that we do at the beginning of a shooting session or a workout, whatever, is key. So we're just going to go over a few things. We're also going to be adding some resistance bands and some other things here in the shop. So when you come in, if you want to warm up with the bands and just get ready for shooting, that stuff's we're going to start putting that stuff in. So go ahead and let you give us an intro and a warm-up, okay. and also talk about anything else that we, tools and that kind of stuff, equipment that can help us in warm-up.
All right. So obviously, like Phil was saying, first thing, shoulder care, you're using it for everything, whether it's drawing back, stabilizing, if you have your pack on, you're feeling strain here, feeling your neck. A lot of that is just making sure that we're stretching it before and after. So you never want to just pick up your bow, especially if you're drawing, like max weight, hunting season, you're drawing back 75, 60 pounds, whatnot. You don't want to drive that cold. Reason being is, and I'm going to use Phil as an example a lot, if he turns around, we're using all these muscles, our posterior chain, our scaps, the muscles around our scaps. These are the smallest muscles on our body for the most part. Proportionally, I guess. I mean, you got smaller muscles in your fingers and whatnot, but as far as for pulling that amount of weight, we're using a lot of our small muscle groups there. So we want to make sure that we're warming those up correctly. I mean, you guys have been shooting bows for years, so you know that it's not about, trying to pull back with your bicep and trying to, use too much chest and whatnot. You know that if you do that, that's when you'll start to get those strains. So I've been doing a lot of research on my own and, figuring out a lot of warm-ups on my own that is going to help with that help get into good posture, get into good shoulder position. So two things actually. I didn't bring one. Oh, you guys have used it before with me. Just a PVC pipe or a broomstick. That's great to start to open up your shoulders. You hold it in your hand, move right to left, just kind of moving that shoulder joint open and closed. When you come out to the side, back and forth, then you're starting to open up more of your chest, right? And then when we get our pipe, and you can actually use one of these bands as well for the same thing, keep it on full stretch, so you're keeping your scaps engaged. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, keeping my arms straight, back and forth. That's just kind of moving through the rotations. That's also opening up my chest, my neck area. So those are great things to do to help warm those up, to open those up, to get them stretched out. In addition, this is great for actually doing a lot of the little maintenance work that I call it on your straps. So I got some handouts for you guys to use. Basically what you want to do, you'll tie a knot in one end and you put this in the door. So the sheets that I have tell you, to either put it low or put it high. But all you're doing is you're just moving your shoulder through every single angle you can to move that shoulder blade. Because your shoulder, your rotation is 360 degrees this way, it's 180 degrees this way, and then you can move it in a bunch of different angles. So we got to make sure we try to move it in all those angles. First one, and I'll just go through a few of them. You kind of pretend like you're drawing a sword. You'll want to step on it, give yourself enough resistance so that you can move full range of motion. You don't want to make it so hard that you're struggling. Okay? You want to be able to make it nice and light because you're going to do lots of reps on these. This isn't about how much tension I put on it. These are about how many reps I can do because small muscles, you want to just work them with small reps with lightweight. So wrap around your hand and just pull straight up like you're drawing a sword up. Okay? That's one movement. Another one is, see, we can to get your external rotation. So that's moving from here to here. So again, lightweight, light resistance. Just starting here where you can, get that shoulder all the way down and pulling it straight up. So I want to keep 90 degrees here and here. Great for the external rotation. And if I wanted to do internal rotation, I would have it mounted behind me. Maybe Phil can hold it for me. Right about there. And this one's going to be my internal rotation where I'm getting the resistance pulling it down, okay? Gonna wrap your hands around there. Then I can get into stuff like, these are kind of like a snow angel. So keep in mind when I'm doing any of these, as much as possible, relax your traps. Okay? You don't want to work your traps on these. You want to just be working your scaps, your shoulder blades. So focus on just bringing your shoulder blades back in together, rotating all the way up, all the way down. There's some other ones where I can pull back, raise up, eccentric work here. So again, it's pull back, raise up, go nice and slow. You can turn around, go the other way. This ones are gonna warm up your chest more. So same thing, but now I'm doing it this way to warm up my chest. You can do a little bit of like bear hugs here. So good again, warm up the chest, pulling back in the shoulder. So some more that we can do without anything at all, just standing here at home whenever you think about it. Some great ones to do, and just pretend like I'm laying on the ground. These are best to do on the ground. You don't have to do them on the ground, but you'll focus more on your scaps and your shoulder blades to do them on the ground. So if I'm laying on the ground, I want my belly, my chin close to the ground. I don't want to bring my head off the ground. But what I do when I lie here is bring your arms off the ground. So I have to engage my scaps to bring my shoulders off, or to bring my arms off the ground. Once they're engaged, once they're off the ground, don't ever let them go all the way back. So keep them at that engaged position. That way I'm just using my scaps. If I let them go, I'm more likely to start using my arms, which is not what I want to do. Okay, so once I engage, I just want to think about just pulsing, squeezing for a 2 count, and letting go. But when I let go again, don't relax all the way. Just let go to that point of first engagement. So pull back, let go. Pull back, let go. So do about 15 reps there. Then go down to a T. Hand, palms forward, scaps together, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then I'll go down to my A position. Same thing here, scaps together, and just squeeze, squeeze. And remember, don't ever just go all the way back down the ground. Don't fully relax. Stay at that initial point of engagement. Squeeze, squeeze, 15 to 20 reps. Okay. And then what you can do is then this one's going to be standing up on the wall, and this one will really get you. This will show you how flexible you really are. You want to try to keep your entire back in contact. See, I can't even do this. Get your entire arm all the way on the wall, and then so notice I'm tight. That's why I'm kind of puffing up here. So you want to try to stay as engaged as you can, and just raise up and pull down, raise up and pull down. Try not to get too tense here, which I'm doing. It's really hard because I'm not very flexible, but just to keep your scaps engaged, raising up and pulling down.